Jamaica, I'm a son of the soil. I love the sea, I love the sun, Lord, I love this land.
I am a born Jamaican indeed. Welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I am Theodore Henry. It was on this day, 56 years ago, that Jamaicans were gathered at the newly opened National Stadium to witness the lowering of the Union Jack and the raising of the Jamaican flag at midnight, signaling the birth of a new era. As we count down the hours to the anniversary of that Independence Day, I encourage you, wear your black, green and gold and bandana, cause no matter what you are today, Jamaica is still your home.
Don't matter where I go, Jamaica is my home. I love the girls, coconut water and white rum.
The national anthem, one of the most recognizable symbols of our nationhood, is something we hold dear to our hearts, as it is also a prayer for our nation. In respect of this, you should stand at attention with your hands by your side. There are more protocols stipulating the use of this national symbol. Check it out.
Eternal Father, bless our land.
Guard us with thy mighty hand. Just two of the desires scripted in our collective prayer for the beloved country of Jamaica, its national anthem. Its use is generally encouraged for private or public gatherings. While the anthem is being sung or played, persons should stand at attention, hands at their sides, heels together, and men should remove their hats. At public functions where the Prime Minister or Governor General is in attendance, the first verse of the anthem should be played or sung on their arrival. Flag raising or flag lowering ceremonies should be accompanied by the national anthem.
Jamaica, Jamaica.
The national anthem is a symbol of pride in our journey as an independent nation. Persons should treat its use with respect and also ensure they learn its words correctly.
Teach us true respect for all.
To find out more on the guidelines for use of the national anthem and any other symbol, contact the Protocol Office in the Office of the Prime Minister, 1 Devon Road, Kingston 10, telephone 927-4101, or the National Library of Jamaica, 12 East Street, Kingston, telephone 967-1526 or 967-2516.
Justice should be yours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Gather together, be brothers and sisters, we're independent. Join hands to hands, children started to dance, we're independent.
Jamaica has come a far way since 1962. We've made strides in areas such as music, athletics, dance, and many more, all of which have helped to boost our attraction to visitors and our economy. I mean, everybody wants to visit our little island.
Jamaica has been entertaining the world for decades.
And Usain Bolt is moving away, and Jamaica retain their title, 36.85.
And our national icons in sports and entertainment are not just giving us bragging rights, but business opportunities. It's estimated that our music, festivals, sports, film and television, art and craft and other segments of our creative industry contribute approximately 5% to Jamaica's gross domestic product. That's 15 to 20 million US dollars in revenue each year. Small change when we think of what's possible. In the global reggae music industry alone, the recording sales is worth between 2 and 4 billion US dollars.
At the same time, the estimated value of the Jamaican music industry is approximately 130 million US dollars. So there is room for growth and for us to get a bigger slice of the pie.
And Jamaica is setting the stage to get a bigger slice of the pie in all the key sectors. The Creative Industries Business Plan has proposed how the country could achieve this goal if it builds on existing models, improves coordination between production and distribution, and leverages value added. The government has also dedicated resources to growing the animation industry. Through training programs and competitions, more of our young people are acquiring the skills and experience to make their mark. And in 2016, Propeller, a film development initiative, was launched by Jampro to give more international exposure, training, and support to local filmmakers. The Jamaica Film Commission is also exploring how barriers can be removed to help local filmmakers utilize the co-production treaty which exists between the UK and Jamaica. Further developments in Jamaica's creative industry include the review of the culture policy to ensure that it markets the all-inclusive Jamaican experience. Jamaica is also celebrating 2 special designations that have increased our global competitiveness: the designation of the Blue and John Crow Mountains as a World Heritage Site and Kingston as a creative city. Jamaica, the entertainment capital of the world, open for business, ready for expertise and investments in our cultural and creative industries.
It's always beautiful in Jamaica. Everything usually be green and pretty. We have beautiful water. Temperature that is normal temperature. The water never cold. We've been into business for about 13 years. JUSC COOL. Just cool. It's spelled with 3 0. We make 3 different types of pudding. We make potato, we make cornmeal, and we make toto. This is the cornmeal, okay? That's actually almost the last process. What he's gonna do now, he's gonna put a gel on top. Within no time, we have to take it off because the gel give it a nice taste. We have people like Shelley and Fraser came here. We have, you could name the biggest artists, Shabba Ranks, name them all. Being the Man, they all come here and buy their pudding. This is what we grew up on. Now, when the people come to Jamaica, everybody, as soon as they land off the plane, this is where they come. They want to taste this pudding because it brings them back to the old days. The long time days when they was kids growing up and they used to sit on the fire and watch their mama, their grandmother bake the pudding. We try not to change off our roots, we try to keep it that way. And not only that, we have a lot of love because we're all about love.
The heights of great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upwards through the night. Meet 2 of Jamaica's greats.
You can get it if you really want, but you must try and try.
On behalf of a very grateful nation, we extend sincere gratitude to you for your love, your service, and your record of extensive devotion and commitment to Jamaica, land we love.
I'm honored to be able to be considered for an award. I've worked with culture from 1962, and in fact, is one of the babies that I created. And that is why I'm here tonight to once again attach myself to something that I did many years ago. I thank Minister of Culture for having arranged this show
Heights of great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward through the night.
It is with pride and honor that we pay tribute to the Honorable James Jimmy Cliff Chambers Order of Merit as one of Jamaica's most talented and creative sons. On behalf of a very grateful nation, we extend sincere gratitude to you for your contribution to Jamaican music, film, and culture, and for commitment and devotion to Jamaica, land we love.
Greetings and blessed love to all. I am indeed humbled and thankful for this great honor from my own country. It has been a long journey to get to this point. And our ancestors have traveled even a longer journey. And that is why I am inspired in many, many ways to say, many rivers to cross, but I can't seem to find my way over. Wandering I've been lost as I traveled along by cliffs of Dover. Realize that I have to say, if the rebel in me can touch a rebel in you, and the rebel in you can touch a rebel in me, and the rebels we be, he's gonna set us free. Then it will bring out the rebel, bring out the rebel in me. And if I gotta leave you, I couldn't leave without all you wonderful, beautiful people. I say, reggae night, we come together when the feeling right. Reggae night, and we'll be jamming till the morning light. Oh, reggae night, your time. Reggae night, reggae night. Oh, reggae night.
Get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get
The sun shineth, the land is green, and the people are strong and creative is the symbolism of the colors of the Jamaican flag, another identifier of this great nation.
The first time the public would witness the official use of the Jamaican national flag was on August 6, 1962. Since then, it has become a symbol of nationhood and used in various settings to observe moments of national pride and even sadness. Persons are generally allowed to use the flag for private or public purposes, but in order to protect its significance and that of other national symbols, protocols exist to guide its usage. Rules like not allowing the flag to touch the ground, not flying or using the flag only for decorative purposes on anything that is for temporary use and is likely to be discarded except on state occasions, refraining from draping the flag over private vehicles, ensuring that if it's flown in the company of other flags, it is not smaller than the others, and making sure that when it becomes worn and needs to be replaced, it's burned privately and not used for any other purpose. During any flag raising or lowering ceremony or any passing parade with the flag, persons are required to stand at attention and face the flag. Individuals in uniform should salute and men should remove their hats. For more information on the rules governing the use of the national flag or the other national emblems, contact the Protocol Office, Office of the Prime Minister, 1 Devon Road, Kingston 10, telephone 927-4101, or the National Library of Jamaica, 12 East Street, Kingston, telephone 967-1526 or 967-2516.
And I was raised resilient people, a tropical island. Oh yeah. And I learned to smile. Here I learned what love is. Authentic Jamaica, the happiest island. Oh yes. So let's remind ourselves and tell the world hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. We are Jamaicans. Hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. The energy is high. Our people proud and strong. When we stand together, we're rising for better. Oh yeah. We're many but one. Together we will strive, and unity is our strength. We rise from our struggles. Oh yeah. So let's remind ourselves and tell the world hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. We are Jamaicans. Hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. Jamaicans, I really love you. We'll smile the way right through. We're third millennium. I really like you, forever love you. We are wonderfully great, but happiness at all. Now, tomorrow, forever. I really like you, forever love you. Jamaica, 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 Jamaica. So let's remind ourselves and tell the world hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. We are Jamaicans. Hello, hello. I'm a Jamaican. 'Cause I was born here and I was raised in sunshine Jamaica, my blessed Jamaica, mighty one, oh, I bless our land always, for strength and our vigor, with love and our courage, oh yeah. So let's remind ourselves and tell the world hello, hello, I'm a Jamaican, we are Jamaicans, hello, hello, I'm a Jamaican.
You remember earlier when I said Jamaica has come a far, far way? You still think I'm joking? Come, look on this.
It's a melting pot of cultures, cooking techniques, ingredients, flavors and spices from all who've had a hand in the making of the nation. Taino, Spanish, British, African, Chinese, Indian and others, shaping a national culinary palette that's more than 50 years in the making. Jamaica's cuisine has come a far way. The island now boasts dozens of fast food chains, oriental restaurants, all-natural eateries and indigenous food shops that serve a buffet of dishes, many of which were not celebrated fair just 50 years ago when Jamaica was a newly independent nation. Credit must go to government bodies like the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, which has been promoting the consumption of authentic Jamaican foods since its culinary competition in hotels was introduced in 1965.
When we roast the yellow,
Do you like roast yam? You're not alone. Many Jamaicans have acquired a taste for this particular dish, and they didn't have to look far for its creation. Roasting is a centuries-old cooking style that Jamaicans owe to the Taino peoples that once occupied this land. Just 50 years ago, it was still a time-consuming, more labor-intensive practice of roasting ground provisions and meats in the earth.
They even roast the fish in the earth, and then they scrape it off.
Now, Jamaicans from all walks of life are roasting, over grills, on meat sheets, in less time, but with as much flavor as their ancestors. Since the arrival of Christopher Columbus in the 15th century, Spanish flavors have been spicing up Jamaican pots on a regular basis. One particular cooking style, and its most popular creation, has made a big impression.
We in Spain, we fry a lot. There is definitely the one dish that has a clear connection with Spain, which is the escovitch.
Empanada to the Spanish, patty to Jamaicans. Since the late 1970s to early 1980s, this meat-filled dough dish has been another favorite.
The concept is very much the same. The difference would be, and there is again a mixture of other cultures. In this regard, I guess the British and the Indians, the filling.
As the local cattle industry beefed up its output in the 1960s, Jamaicans wholeheartedly reclaimed one of their favorite pre-independence imports. Now on a Saturday, there is hardly a household that is not cooking either the popular beef soup or one of its other variations. The British like to boil, and it's from them that we've adopted this cooking method to serve up a wide array of dishes that are uniquely Jamaican. Hot as it is, Jamaicans love their teas, and while traditional English flavors were the popular choices for about the first 2 decades of independence, industrious Jamaicans have more recently been bagging indigenous and African-inspired flavors. It could have been the love for teas by the English that prompted then-Governor Sir Nicholas Laws to plant coffee seedlings in the island back in the 1700s. From the first plant in Temple Hall, St. Andrew, the Blue Mountain Coffee is now a global brand. With about 90% of the Jamaican population claiming African heritage, it's easy to see why the continent gets credit for most of what we eat. But there was a time when claiming that particular heritage was not for popular consumption.
You wouldn't find bami being sold in the supermarket in the 60s or late 70s.
Green bananas were a no-no if you're sort of, you know, it was a very peasant thing and you couldn't say that you're eating green bananas.
No more. Today, Jamaicans of all ethnicities delight in their prickled or corn meats, mackerel rundown, and yes, the many faces of bami and banana, green, ripe, boiled, fried, however you want it. What would the Jamaican diet look like without the maroons?
They would catch the wild hog. They would prepare that wild hog, and they would dig a hole, and they put the fire in the earth, in the hole, and they would set up a wooden grill over that hole and anchor these sticks with stones and so on. And then they would have the pig on that pimento, green pimento wood that is anchored over that hole, and that was how they would roast the pig. After they season it, of course, with bird pepper and pepper elder.
And from the hole emerged the most popular maroon gift to the dinner plate, jerk.
In the 1980s, you could only get jerk pork in Portland. Only at the Port Antonio market on a Saturday when the maroons used to go there to sell it. And then afterwards, I think one of the maroons was started the stand at Boston.
Giving us the widely popular Boston jerk pork and its many challengers from all across the island.
The truth is, over the last 50 years, we have had a major integration of Indian culinary arts into Jamaican art.
The most popular integration is not a specific dish, it's a spice. While Jamaicans tend to rub it on the meat and the Indians are more likely to put it in hot oil, everyone agrees curry is a much appreciated import from the Asian continent.
Now in Jamaica, we are very adventurous. We like to go beyond what we are accustomed to. So we move from curry goat to curry chicken, and all sorts of things are being curried too.
The Jamaicans have come to embrace the Chinese cuisine because it's good.
But you know, Jamaicans, sometimes we cook the Chinese thing at home with the soya sauce, but we have to throw a little jerk seasoning in it and what have you, because it's a combination of flavors.
But when Rasta say ital food and no deaders and no flesh and face and bone, and people used to look at it as scorn and say breeze will go blow you away, and you know, up to now no breeze will blow you away. You say if you have the proper combination of seasoning in your pot and the proper timing, you don't need to use the salt and the other little artificial thing.
Many Jamaicans still cook with salt and meats remain a constant, but the healthy lifestyle pushed decades ago by the Rastafarian community is now a well-accepted and celebrated way to live. No Jamaican cookbook could be complete without this chapter. Whether it stems from a fruit or it's brewed in a lab, Jamaicans love to imbibe.
So ginger beer, to lemonade, and then we have sorrel. And we have been making a lot of drinks with our fruits, like soursop punch, and we make breadfruit punch and sorrel, and at Christmas time there's egg punch.
Now that is the perfect cap on a multi-ethnic menu, fit for the most Irie people in the world.
Tomorrow, as you go out to celebrate our independence, remember to walk, ride, and drive with care. On that note, thanks for watching another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I sincerely hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I did. For more information, stay informed on our social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or download our app on your Apple and Android devices to catch up on the go. You can also visit our website, and you find that at www.jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the entire production crew, I am Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.